Hey guys, welcome back to WDW Gaming. Great news, I finally fixed all of the streaming on the Xbox, so now, 1, it shouldn't be cutting out, 2, all of my audio should be in sync. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I am working with an experimental version of OBS for Catalina, so we'll have to see how it goes. Again, we're both on this journey. I say both of us, we're all on this journey together. So fingers crossed. So guys, lately I've been seeing the same questions come up online in regards to Call of Duty Modern Warfare. So after doing a little bit of research myself, I've constructed for you a little FAQ just to explain to you how everything works. Number one question out there, to be honest, seems to be how crossplay works. So we'll start there. So guys, crossplay. Now, whenever we go into a lobby, you'll notice there's little icons, which I will show you in 2 seconds, which show you which platform the user is actually on at that time. Now, if you're not a fan of crossplay and you only want, say you're on PlayStation and want to find PlayStation people, you're on an Xbox, you only want to find Xbox people, that's absolutely fine, you can do. All you need to do is pop into your options, go into account, and disable the crossplay. So there's several things that you have to have for crossplay to occur in the first place. First thing is you have to have this Activision account here. If you do want to change your display name because you have an old account, which I did because my display name wasn't coming up properly, there's an option to do that there. I'm not going to actually do it, because I've actually changed mine. You can have unique IDs or full IDs, I suppose that's just a personal preference. If you are looking to party up with people, you do it via your Activision account as well. You can still do it via the party system on either console as well, and PC and Steam and any other sort of third-party partying application. So what I'll do is I will revisit, when I jump into a lobby in a second, I will revisit crossplay. And I'll show you exactly where all the icons are and whatnot. Okay, so that's crossplay covered. So there's quite a few changes to the loadout system. I'm not going to sit here and go through everything, but I am going to explain how kill chain works, because until last night I was incredibly confused. So, with kill chain, anyone who remembers Modern Warfare 1 or 2 from years ago on the original Xbox, on the 360, whichever platform they were on, I think it was the 360. You could chain the kill streak kills. So all the kill streak kills would count towards the next one, the next one, the next one, etc. So you can now do that with kill chain. So for example, if I started off with a sentry tower and I got 2 or 3 kills on that, they would then count towards my VTOL or my attack chopper or whatever. So it's not what everybody thinks it is. A lot of people think that it's been the support, a bit like the support that used to exist. That doesn't exist anymore, unfortunately, so it doesn't save kills across lives. It just means that kills inside that life that are gained from a kill streak count towards the kill streak. The only exception to this is care packages as well. So, well, for the players' care packages. I actually haven't tested if it works from your own, which is a very interesting point. So, and kill chain won't help you get nukes either, which is interesting because that proves that nukes are actually in Modern Warfare. So that's an interesting point. The other one is Point Man as well, which changes it back to the original system that they've been on. Well, I say the original system, the system they've been on for a while, which is where you can use your scores instead of your kills, so depending on what you're more comfortable with. But again, there's restrictions on that as well, so it's not as wonderful as it might sound. So, the next big change that we're looking at here, and what a lot of people have been questioning, is the challenges. So, the previous system in Call of Duty was there was loads of challenges, and just they were all open at the same time, and just as you went, you just unlock them, and it was probably one of the reasons that people were ranking up so quickly, because some of them were worth a fair bit of XP as well. So you still get the XP reward now, and you still get either a card, a sticker, an emblem, or whatever. That hasn't changed. The biggest change is that now we have the sections that we had before, which is so boot camp, weapons, objective, shock and awe, etc, etc. But now you can only have one actually activated at any one time. So as you can see, I've got Warrior's Code activated, and you have to do these in order as well. You can't just go out of order with them. So I've got my 2 public wins, then I've had to get my 75 kills, then my 5 headshots in team deathmatch, and now I'm trying to get 20 kills with equipment. Once that's done, I'll capture the 20 flags in ground war, etc, etc, etc. The rewards are better at the end, so you get the blueprint. You get a blueprint for a weapon, which is pretty cool. So it's kind of a mix of the unlock system for the blackjack dealer, really, and the original system. So there's also the daily challenge as well to keep your XP up as well. So even if you do run out of others, or you're having trouble with one, there's going to be daily ones. All of which are listed on the right hand side there, and the time left, etc, etc. So, next, what a lot of people have been asking, especially on Reddit, and I think Reddit users are getting totally sick of the question, is what is realism mode? So, for anyone who's played hardcore, it's not exactly the same. So, realism gets rid of any HUD elements, and if you're in the NVG mode, it will also enable night vision as well. Headshots are now one-shot kills as well. Now that may have been a hardcore thing before, can't quite remember. So it's major difference. Here's what to take from that though. Major difference is it's quite a fast fire kind of thing. So if you kind of imagine what zombies would have been like when you're kind of been crowded, it's kind of a little bit like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in to an MVG. Just so that I can show you exactly how it works. When it does actually find a round. Which, knowing my internet, could take a while. Okay, so whilst it's searching for that, guys... Oh, no, never mind. We'll do that in a minute. So obviously all these missions are going to be played at night, and night vision's going to be on. I'm going to be completely honest, this is the first time that I've tried the realism mode. So I don't know if I'm going to completely crash and burn yet. But we'll see. And when we say we go into night vision mode, what it basically means is it's just going to turn your screen green, and people are going to be harder to see, really.
Team deathmatch. Jackals.
Enemy in the top shop.
We go together.
And obviously, you can potentially see people's lasers as well. No hit markers. No vibration feedback either. And I would imagine kill your own team as well.
I'm with you.
I won't. I could test that out.
Taking fire! Grenade out! Flash out! We go together.
Okay, so let's just... I know this is a bit... I don't usually play like this, but I'm just gonna...
Enemy at the cafe.
Check your fire!
So you can't hit your own team.
Friendly UAV online.
So that's an interesting addition to realism mode.
Changing mag!
No feedback as to if you've made the kill as well. You just have to know if you have or not.
Enemy at the electronics store.
And you still get your kill cam. Which, you can get a hard kill for. No. I mean, it's nice how
Enemy at the barber shop.
quickly people go down. Personally, I really miss the heads-up display, but
Enemy movement!
Enemy at the crossroads.
also worth noting about realism mode. It's not just team deathmatch, so it is actually a it's like a big mosh pit of modes basically.
Keep fighting.
And your health regenerates, which it didn't in hardcore.
Watch out!
Jesus Christ, why would you do that?
We go together.
Target down. Enemy UAV overhead.
There's no, as far as I'm aware, I don't think you can earn kill streaks. I mean, it's definitely not going to give me the UAV. Because it has literally taken everything off the heads-up display.
Enemies in the area.
Damn it.
Enemy at the construction site.
I mean, interestingly enough as well, I've played this map loads of times now, I'm used to it, etc. But just playing it in range does disorientate you a little bit.
Enemy at the back alley.
So I do start to wonder where you are. and lose your
Enemy
bearings.
movement!
Hey! I would imagine as well this is pretty much as close
Enemy at the gun shop.
as Call of Duty comes to, you know,
personal radar in the air.
I had someone talk to me the other day, so it's a friend of mine who's been a COD gamer for many, many years, just like me. And he only plays the single player campaign. He doesn't
Enemy move!
He doesn't actually go online like I do. He said
UAV
that it
online.
felt a lot more like a simulator than he said it felt a lot more like a simulator
Precision airstrike on the way.
than a game. And that's a really accurate way to put it. It does feel like more of a simulator than it. Especially when you get it in modes like this. I mean, even the technology isn't too far-fetched. I mean, wars become so advanced these days, like, in general.
Friendly cluster strike inbound. Enemy personal radar in the air.
It's not a complete sort of stretch of the imagination.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Enemies in the air!
Echo 3-1, Viper.
You've got to rely a lot more on sound. For this.
We're winning this fight. Hold them back.
For this mode, anyway.
Enemy at the barber shop.
Friendly precision airstrike on the way.
Which leaves you completely vulnerable to long shots.
30 seconds.
I mean, like anything else on COD,
Friendly
it's just
UAV
adjustable.
online.
3-1.
Enemy personal radar in the air. Our enemies will not forget this day.
God, that's bright.
Neither will we.
It's playing in the dark. Okay guys, so that is realism mode. The absolute last thing I want to talk to you about is XP tokens, which take a little bit of explanation. So, the double XP system in COD's changed a hell of a lot. And again, it's something that I had to read up on to be sure exactly how it worked. So, it's kind of better and kind of worse. So this time, you get tokens and you can use them sort of whenever you wish. Which is good because you won't miss double XP weekends, like I used to sometimes, but it does come with a lot of changes that if you're not aware of, you're going to waste half your token. So, first thing to be aware of is, once it's enabled and will continue to count down regardless of whether you are in a lobby. It doesn't stop counting down anymore when you go out the lobby and come back in. It's just basically, once it's on, it's on. So bear that in mind if you fancy a cup of tea in the middle of a round or whatever. Kind of wait until your token's up. Two different types of tokens. There's double weapon XP and double XP, as you'd expect. Both enabled from the lobby, which I will show you in a moment. You have to have a COD account to be able to use them because that is what it applies to. And you can enable as many as you want at any one time. You're not limited to just the one. But like I said, once they're on, they're on. So if you are going to enable like 3, 4, 5 at a time, just make sure you are actually, you know, at your TV or your computer or whatever. So, how do you earn them? Now, for you guys in the US, this is really simple. Mountain Dew and Doritos. Both are offering tokens, so codes you can put in for varying times of XP, I believe. Here in the UK, I have absolutely no idea, apart from pre-ordering the game, where I got like a set of tokens with it, or people who. So I got my pre-order from Xbox. For people who've got their pre-order from game, I believe they were doing the same as well. But past that, we're not 100% sure what they're gonna, you know, how we can get them. I have checked Mountain Dew and I have checked Doritos. Now, unless my shop is incredibly behind, I couldn't actually see them, so I don't know. So we'll just have to sort of wait and see. It could be that the Activision just randomly dole them out. I do not know. It does mean that it's going to make the nations a lot more sort of uneven on XP, but it's just one of those things, I guess. Okay guys, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how to enable said XP token. I'll play around so that you can see that it's working. And actually, you know what, let's... There we go. So, to enable them, you can view tokens here, and then you just select, and there we go. So it's told me it's equipped, and that will now be on for 30 minutes, and it's double weapon XP. So, the crossplay I was explaining about earlier, what the crossplay actually does now as well, is it doesn't just, the matchmaking doesn't only just match up skill, it also matches up controllers. For someone like me, this is good and bad. So if you've got a normal Xbox controller, which I have at the moment, because I'm waiting for the release of the new Elite controller, it's good because it means you can't possibly be matched up against a it means you can't possibly be matched up against a keyboard and mouse on a PC. Some of the equipment for PC these days, the DPIs and how quick the Cherry MX switches are on keyboards and things has just got a little bit insane. So it'll only match up PC, certain PC inputs to PCs, and it'll match up certain controller inputs to other certain controller inputs. That's good for now. When I get the Elite controller, that's going to suck because I'm going to lose my advantage, which does question whether it is worth spending over £150 on a controller. So that's something I just need to figure out, I suppose, for myself. But you can turn crossplay off if that particularly annoys you.
Domination. Secure the objectives. We're taking Alpha. We've got Alpha. We've got control. The enemy is taking Bravo.
Flashbang!
I got you 6.
Flash out! Safe.
We lost B.
Hostiles in the area.
Bravo.
There's someone there.
Got your back.
Enemy shield turret online.
Contact!
Hey guys, one other thing that you may have noticed as well is the nice pretty colour that my gun is that not many people seem to
Enemy
have.
holds 2 objectives.
So this is
We're
from
on
something
Bravo,
called
stand
the
by.
Endowment Pack. Call of Duty Endowment is a charity set up by Activision that supports
Bravo secure.
veterans
We're losing
and
Alpha.
helps veterans to get jobs when they come out of the war zone, basically.
Bravo. We hold all the objectives. Enemy has Alpha. Enemy has Bravo.
So for the very fair price of £9, which all of which does go to
There,
the
I've
endowment
got
program,
movement.
Activision don't pocket any of that as profit. You can download a pack
Enemy at the crossroads.
which
Capturing
will
Alpha.
give you this camo, as you can
Securing
see
Bravo.
there, pretty, this watch that you can just about see in the bottom of my screen there. You also get a couple of emblems, stickers, calling cards, just stuff that you'd expect. Just stuff like that you'd expect. And like I said, it's all
Yes,
going to a
Charlie.
good cause, it's going to a good charity.
Target sighted.
Enemy cluster strike
For
incoming.
that all day. Reloading.
Enemies in the area.
So if you ask me, it's definitely worth the £9 I paid for it anyway.
Enemy at the...
I've been sighted.
The enemy controls
Changing
2
mags.
objectives. We're capturing Bravo.
That's good.
Reloading.
Enemy's taking Alpha. Securing Bravo.
Got your back.
Enemy holds all objectives. We're losing this fight. We're taking Bravo.
Changing mags.
For 1-1 on approach.
Securing Charlie.
Got your back.
So yeah, I mean, it's
Charlie
nice to
secure.
actually do some good with these things
Securing
instead of
A.
Activision just pocketing a shitload of profit, to be honest.
Enemy at the construction site.
Especially for anybody who's had family that's been through the war and whatnot.
I'm with you.
Controls 2 objectives. We're taking Bravo. Enemy holds all objectives. We're losing this fight.
Enemy at the electronics store.
We're taking Alpha.
Shocking. Always check your corners, Clarice.
Alpha secure.
Enemies in the
We're
area.
capturing.
Really? Just hit you in the face.
We captured Charlie. The enemy is taking A. Enemy's halfway there. Step it up. Enemy has Alpha. The enemy is taking Charlie. We're on Alpha. Stand by. Enemy personal radar. Enemy cluster strike incoming. We're being dominated. Those positions.
Convenient.
Securing C. Enemy personal radar online.
Very
We're on
inconvenient.
Alpha. Stand by. We've got Alpha.
Enemy at the back alley.
Enemies in the area.
Securing B.
Swear unless there is like more than one of you, there is no way to take that flag.
Enemy UAV online. Enemy holds 2. Losing A.
Enemy at the crossroads.
We're losing Alpha.
Of course we are.
Enemy holds all objectives. Securing
There.
C.
Enemy above.
God damn it.
Bravo, stand by.
Enemy at the
Really?
Target acquired. Weapon.
Securing Alpha. Enemy chopper gunner inbound. We captured Bravo. Losing Alpha.
Enemy at the crossroads.
The enemy is taking Bravo.
Not quite sure what happened
We
there.
lost Bravo. Enemy holds 2 objectives. Take them back.
Contact!
Really?
Stand by.
The spawning is very much improved now. At least it's kind of like a little bit all over the map instead of one place. Everyone
We're
got the
down
same
but not
idea as
out.
me.
Let's go. Enemy precision airstrike. We're capturing Charlie. Losing Alpha. You fought hard out there. Rest up, we'll hit him again.
So you'll probably see in a minute that my gun has gone up by at least 1 level. Maybe not brilliantly, considering that KD. It did not. But you can see like the clock's still counting down and everything. And it probably, to be fair, isn't far off. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, so it's not massively far off. And you can see how quick I've got. So that's only since like the game's been released, and I haven't even been playing every day. So, because I've had a lot of these tokens. Okay. So guys, yep, that is a little bit of a getting to grips with COD Modern Warfare kind of thing. Tips, tricks, whatever things that have been floating around the internet that I just thought it might be worth answering. If you have tuned in and watched, thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing. If you like what you see, come join the pack, give the video a like. If you want to see more Call of Duty, because it is my #1 game of choice, so to be fair, you'll probably get it whether you ask for it or not. But it's always nice to know people are actually enjoying it. Coming up soon on the channel, so we've got the end of Blair Witch. We've also got a new game, Cat Quest, coming up. There's Summer in the City, the winter version as well, that I am hopefully going to be attending. And returning very, very shortly are the development streams as well. So we're going to recap on Meditrail, the progress so far, and look at where we need to go next. So, lots of stuff coming up. If you don't want to miss any of it, hit the subscribe button and make sure that you follow me on YouTube. You can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, etc. if you want to know what's coming up as well. So until then, guys, thanks for tuning in, and thanks for subscribing, thanks for everything at this point, basically, and I will see you next time. Take care.